Hello, friends, welcome back. Today I've been reading, catching up on a little bit of news and trying to figure out what's going on in the world. And honestly, it feels almost impossible to even understand, like, where situations started from and how did they get here and the news cycle, what's going on, why is it going on. And I feel like more often these days we just get a short video from somebody who's filming a situation and somebody else is really angry and upset, and then you have a whole bunch of comments about what the video is displaying and why this person or that person is in the wrong. But it really feels like the news is so incomplete, and like we need a documentary every week on what's going on, because some of the things are really in depth. Like, if we're talking about corona and conspiracy groups and how people are behaving and different countries and different states, what's going on, what the differences are, what the similarities are, it really feels like you have to do so much research to just understand what is happening at the moment. And ideally, you wouldn't have to do tons of research to figure out why we're here and where do we come from. The news is kind of meant to present you with the information, and obviously the dream of having news that isn't biased is very much over, and you can't really expect that in this day and age. But to be given enough information on how things started and when they're going, and obviously, I might not have the same opinion as the person who's writing the article, but if I can at least have enough information, then I would feel like I'm actually understanding the global position and what is happening in Sweden, but also in other places. So, the main thing that really brought this to mind is the truck protests in Canada. It felt like just instantly these videos of these truck drivers tooting their horns at night and being confronted by people who are trying to sleep and all of that came, and there wasn't it wasn't an article or anything, so you just had like this very, not even a vague idea, because it was just really confusing. Like, why is there so much tooting? Why are people angry at each other? What's going on? What are they even saying? And then the only real article that I saw about it was from when the GoFundMe page was basically held for review, so that the $10 million that were fundraised for the truck drivers would not be given to them, and would instead, if people didn't claim their donation back, then it would be given to charity. And even this wasn't really detailed enough, and it also kind of conflicted with the comments that I had been seeing, because there was a lot of people saying that the Canadian police, that they weren't interested in stopping these protesters, and it was almost suggested that they were in collusion with them. But then the GoFundMe situation was saying they're actually talking to the police. They don't want the money to go to these truck drivers, because that would cause them to then be able to continue with their protest. And the extent of the protest, I still don't understand. Like, it sounds like it's really wide reaching, but then the other side is like, but I haven't really seen any good in-depth article about it. And if I did, like, how long would it take to read? Because it seems really complicated. So I just feel completely lost, because I do want to know, but I don't know where to find out. I want to be able to see like a timeline of like, okay, so these groups started talking on the internet, and then they started meeting in real life, and then they decided that they would do this, and then like, how did everybody get connected? When did it start? How did it start? How was it planned? Was it more spontaneous? Like, was the act of tooting their horns all the time, was that spontaneous, or was it planned? Like, what's going on? Who are these people? Where are they from? Are they Canadians? Are they not Canadians? What, you know, and trucks, like, why trucks? Why is it all of these truck drivers? It's just like so many questions, and I don't even know where to find the answers to. And that's just one example. Like, there's so many things that happen in the world where you just don't even know, like, okay, how does the story begin? What's the situation now? What do we expect in the future? What are the police actually saying about things? What, you know, where are their conflicts? Because it's, you know, a lot of the time there is conflicts, like people protesting and people being upset about certain things, or the government not meeting the things that they've promised, and things like that. And it's really confusing. So I really wish that there was, you know, a documentary every week about what's actually going on. It's difficult, and I guess maybe this is one of the reasons why you do have to focus on what's happening in your area, because to try and really understand, like, what's going on in the world, it's so complicated, and there's so much information that we don't have because we don't live there, and we don't know what personalities are around, and what groups are popular, and who, you know, because every community might look really similar, but there's going to be things that are really different. You know, for example, different nationalities that live there, and different histories, and different belief systems, and different religions. It's, you know, it's not, everywhere isn't the same. It's, you know, there's different things going on, and unless you live there, or unless it's been really detailed and explained, then you're not going to know or understand really the news that is taking place. So that's basically my rant about that, and just feeling really lost. And I wonder if other people are feeling the same way, because it just seems like videos pop up, small news articles pop up about very specific things, but not giving you a really good in-depth analysis of the situation. That's it for me. I'm done. Not going to read the news. Or will I? I don't know. I guess I'll try. I don't know. But I will see you guys next time. Hopefully when the world is a lot calmer. That's unlikely. Hey, door.